Open Heaven Daily Devotional by Pastor Iye Adeboye. Today, Monday, August 11th, 2025. Topic: Always Refuel, Part 1. Memory Verse: Mark chapter 14, verse 38. Mark 14:38. Watch ye and pray, lest ye enter into temptation. The spirit truly is ready, but the flesh is weak. Bible reading: 1 Kings chapter 19, verse 1-4. 1 Kings 19, 1-4. And Ahab told Jezebel all that Elijah had done, and whither how he had slain all the prophets with the sword. Then Jezebel sent a messenger unto Elijah, saying, So let the gods do to me, and more also, if I make not thy life as the life of one of them by tomorrow about this time. And when he saw that, he arose and went for his life, and came to Beersheba, which belonged to Judah, and left his servants there. But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness, and came and sat down under a juniper tree. And he requested for himself that he might die, and said, It is enough now, O Lord. Take away my life, for I am not better than my fathers. Message: In today's Bible reading, after Elijah had called down fire on Mount Carmel, lots of virtue had gone out of him, and he needed to refuel. He had just won a victory, and a revival had started, but he got down from the mountain to discover that Jezebel was as unrepentant as before. However, because the anointing upon him was now depleted, he couldn't stand to face her, so he fled. Sometimes, people do mighty things with the anointing, thinking that is all, but not long after they are done, they discover that more things that need the anointing are waiting. A fellow can raise the dead in church and people will rejoice. However, when that fellow gets home, there may be another problem waiting to be solved with the anointing. This is why it is important to recharge your spiritual batteries as soon as possible every time you use the anointing. Many pastors host programs, and when hosting the programs, they fast and pray. However, the moment the program is over, they begin to feast and do not allow God to refill them with his anointing. By the following Sunday, people discover that it is not the same fellow who ministered the previous Sunday that is ministering, because the anointing has been depleted and had not been refilled. Fasting and all other ways to become filled with the anointing are not to end when programs end. They are to be a lifestyle. After periods of high spiritual activity, where a lot of the anointing is used up, it is important to be refilled to at least the level that you were before, if not even higher. Beloved, you must remain vigilant and sensitive at all times, because you have an enemy who never takes a break. He always goes around like a roaring lion, seeking whom to devour, according to 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. 1 Peter 5:8. Have you just had a great victory? It is not time to let your guard down. It is time to return to the secret place to recharge and refuel. It is time to guide your heart with all diligence so you can remain fit and relevant for God's next agenda. The Bible recorded many instances where Jesus retreated to refuel. For example, after a major ministration in Mark chapter 1 verse 34, Mark 1:34, the next verse says that he retreated into his solitary place to pray. He is our perfect model, and we must do the same to remain relevant in God's kingdom. Key points: after every victory, retreat into God's presence for our refuel. Bible in 1 year: Jeremiah chapter 25 to chapter 27. Jeremiah chapter 25 to chapter 27. Hymn for today: I need thee every hour. God bless you.